Broadway Comedy Club at the Laughing Devil Comedy Festival coming up. I forget what it is. Ask me. Dave Primiano!
Keep it going for Eric, everyone. Longest intro ever, though. Jesus Christ. Man, so glad to be here tonight. I've recently decided to make the jump to a full-time stand-up. It's not my way of saying I'm good, it's just my way of saying I'm tired of getting laughed out of job interviews. Like, which is bound to happen when your resume has more lies in it than you can keep up with. Like, right now my resume basically reads like the Bible, as in nobody with any common sense would believe it, and it over-exaggerates the accomplishments of some Jew. But you have to lie on your resume, otherwise you get to have questions like, oh, I see you have an associate's degree. Who gives a shit? And they're right. Having an associate's degree basically means that I went to college like gay guys fuck women. And that I knew it wouldn't do anything for me, but it made my parents happy. But I'm terrible at the actual job interview itself too. They always throw the bullshit questions at you. I never know how to answer it. The one that trips me up every time. Why do you want to work here? And you can't say money. Fuck! That was easily my go-to answer. And then I have to make up something on the fly, which I'm not good at. So I want to work here because I have a really comfortable pair of dress shoes. And I'm tired of only wearing them to funerals. Because you should see the looks I get when I tell people I feel like I'm the one walking on clouds right now. Look, I would try to tell you I'll cut the dark shit out, but I'm always drawn back to it, so no promises there. So yeah, doing this full time, which means I'm broke as shit. I had to drive here from New Jersey, and I would have had to cancel if I didn't stop at TD Bank earlier and cash in $18 worth of change. Yeah, I don't know if any of your lives have ever been that sad. It's not as easy as just walking in and doing it. You need to create a backstory so that Teller doesn't think you're the biggest waste of life ever. Like, hey, I was just cleaning out my car and look what I came up with. It's not like I had to flip over every couch cushion in my house just to reach this amount. And she would have believed me too if she didn't just see me screaming at Penny, the little mascot of the Penny arcade right before that. For those of you who don't know, Penny's like this little cartoon instruction manual girl, kind of in a mold of Dora the Explorer, but minus all that raw Latino sexuality. But no matter how much you put in, she always says the exact same thing. Boy, you sure saved a lot of change. Like, shut the fuck up, Penny. No, I didn't. I don't even know how I'm gonna get home tonight with this amount of money. What do you know about money anyway? You're just a kid. All I'm saying is I wish he'd say something a little more relevant to the situation, like, don't worry, things will pick up for you soon enough. Only X amount of dollars before you can afford a gun. So I'm in terrible shape too. I had a doctor's appointment this week, and I'm sitting in the doctor's office with my shirt off, not because they asked me to, but it's a seduction technique, you know. Trying to bag me a doctor, am I right, Jews? And the doctor comes in and he gives me a once-over, and he said, oh, it looks like you have a case of gynecomastia. And I said, what's that? And he said, man tits. Which I'm not that, like, first of all, I can look down. I know I have them. Like, I was actually happy to learn another term for it other than man tits. Like, gynecomastia sounds so much more dignified. It almost makes it seem like it's not my fault that I have it. Because let's be honest, it's fucking disgusting that I let myself grow tits. And I need to be ashamed of myself. But it's unfortunate that I had to get gynecomastia. I just don't know why bad things have to happen to good people. I mean, honestly, I can't wait to try it out in a sexual setting, because back when I had tits, last week, if my shirt came off around a girl, it came with just as many warnings as like a carton of cigarettes, like, caution, exposure to Dave's body might cause vaginal dryness, instant regret, instant sobriety. Women who are nursing or maybe pregnant still won't have the biggest tits in the room. But now if I take my shirt off and get that disgusted look, just be, You shallow bitch. I didn't realize a medical condition was a deal breaker for you. Do your parents know they raised a monster? So it's getting warm out. You guys excited about that? That's a nice lukewarm. I'm not at all. I like cold weather, but like I also just hate summertime because that means every week it's going to be dedicated to a wedding. Like I got 5 invites already, and I never have more than 3 friends at any given time, so I'm really not sure how that works out. Like luckily this year I don't have to travel. Last year I had to go to a wedding in Nebraska. Fun fact about Nebraska, if you book a ticket there, they send you an email that says fun things to do in Nebraska, and the only thing there is your outgoing flight. No, but even more than weddings, I don't like bachelor parties. I don't like strip clubs, and I know 0% of you believe me about that. Like, honestly, I just don't understand how strip clubs are even a thing. Like, could you imagine the very first one being a pitch on Shark Tank? It never would get a deal. Like, hey, sharks, are you like me? Do you enjoy getting aroused but hate coming? And even more, I hate the day after the strip club. Like when you try to go to a Wawa or something and you want to just buy a sandwich and you hand the guy 8 ones and he has to make the same stupid joke every time. Oh, looks like someone went to the strip club last night. And then you say yes and he gets this really disgusted look on his face. Like, oh, and you're going to hand me that tainted money? I'm thinking, what strip clubs is this dude going to where he can just rub ones on the girl and then put it back in his pocket? Like here, I'm not going to give you money, but I'm going to make you smell like money. That'll attract other money. That's how pheromones work, right? Oh man. Switching gears, so our president's done. Got 100 days under his belt. How do you guys think he's doing?
Oh!
Nah, I don't give a shit, honestly. Like, I didn't even vote. You can boo me, but I live in New Jersey. It's not my fucking fault. But, look, I just don't follow politics. I tried to this time around. Like, I watched some of the election coverage, and then they asked one of the candidates, if you could go back in time and kill baby Hitler, would you do it? I'm not watching this shit. Like, this is the presidency we're talking about, not Comic-Con. Why are we asking these guys science fiction-based questions? When there's clearly better science fiction-based questions we could be asking them. I'd love to see a debate. All right, Mr. Candidate. If John Carpenter's a thing, identifies as a male, but inhabits the body of a female, which bathroom would it be able to use? And as a follow-up question, if Cylons can learn to love, why not Muslims? I don't know, like, the Hitler question's always been stupid to me, though. Like, I don't think you should go back in time and kill baby Hitler. Because if you do, that means you've erased him from the history books. So how do you come back to the present and report your mission? Like, hey guys, I did it. I killed baby Hitler. Like, yeah, we don't know what a Hitler is, but... Did you just say you murdered a fucking baby? What is wrong with you? Like, no. This guy's a real monster, responsible for the death of so many Jews. Like, yeah, there's only one monster here, baby killer. And it sounds like you're the reason these Jews have been running rampant all these years. And now they control all the banks and the media. Is it my bad genetics that makes some of you hesitant to laugh at that joke? This is not a choice, people. I was born Jewish. Honestly, I don't buy into it. Like, I think it's stupid. But, like, my mom did try to give me, like, the Jew sales pitch when I was growing up. Like, oh, if you embrace our religion, you get to go to heaven because we don't believe in hell. I'm like, oh, well, that sounds kind of nice. But then I really thought about it. After I die, I get to spend eternity with nothing but Jewish people. I don't think you can call that heaven. Everyone up there'd have that whiny, nasally, but why is heaven so much closer to the sun? It's not comfortable walking around weather. I just got this perfectly good jacket on sale from Steinmar and I'll never have a chance to wear it. We'd have all the best sitcom writers up there, but nobody attractive enough to play a lead role. And Jewish heaven would defy the laws of physics because you can have a game of 5-on-5 basketball where all 10 people are magically picked last. All right, guys, you've been great. Thanks a lot. Have a great rest of the show.